So, chapter one, the beginning of my trip to Houston to see my cousin Richie and my uncle Richard. This was a trip that, I started out feeling a little anxious because I really wanted to see them, but I just didn't know what to expect. And it turned out to be so wonderful. But yeah, I flew there. I don't fly a lot. This was only my fourth time taking a trip by plane and only my second time doing it alone, actually. So it was, it was cool. I had to go from Raleigh to Baltimore, change planes in Baltimore, then fly to Kansas City, stay on the plane, then go to Houston, but it was worth every minute. I love sitting by the window and just seeing the earth from up high like that. It was so beautiful. The clouds and the land. I mean, I don't think that would ever get old. So anyway, I got there. I was looking diligently for the baggage claim, and then there he was, cousin Richie, and he took me and we went to his house, and I stayed there and had a wonderful time. I was so welcome. I was so warmly embraced, and just staying in someone's house helps you to just get to know them in a more intimate way than just talking on the phone or texting, of course, or even being on Zoom or something, or especially when those people are your family, and seeing photos and seeing keepsakes and heirlooms and things like that, especially that those were also family items that are of my family, looking at old photo albums. And as I've mentioned before, Richie has this extensive project of chronicling our family and our ancestry. So it was really nice to go over the ancestry website with him, have him show me so many things. He's got census records. I mean, he's got so much information going back to the 1800s even. Finding out who our ancestors were was something I never thought I would even see. Because for me, I don't even know where to begin. And he has done such a diligent job, and I want to continue to make videos about that as well. I just wanted to give a little brief introduction about the beginning of my trip. And also, cousin Richie was very kind to give me a full-on tour of his house. I was not expecting to share it here. I wanted to just show my family, my immediate family, my husband and my children, like, y'all, look where I'm staying. And he did a full tour for me, and I learned so much more about him, his family, and our family just in a brief house tour. So I'm so grateful for all of it, and I hope you enjoy. I'm at cousin Richie's house. I'm about to show you the outside and then see if he'll give us a tour of the inside. Look how beautiful. What a lovely neighborhood. What a lovely home. All right, here we come, cousin Rich. Ding dong. Hey, cuz.
How you doing, cuz?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, great. Come on in.
Just stopped by all the way from Raleigh here down in
I'm glad you was
Houston.
in the neighborhood.
Yeah, just to see if you would show us around your house,
I'd love to.
Awesome. So what do we have here?
So let's start off with, as soon as you walk in, this is my wife Rosa's office. She comes in here and does all her work, keeps us straight, keeps us functioning. She's the CEO of the family.
Oh wow!
And
look
she's
at
got
these.
all these photos. She's got some nice photos with Maya Angelou. She's got photos
my
with Tyson
goodness.
Beckford.
What?
This is Renee. She did the How to Get Away with Murder.
Oh wow! Okay.
So this is just her wall.
So you're telling me that Rosa is the bomb?
She is the bomb. She is. I try to pretend I'm the bomb. She's the bomb. She's got a signed book by Hillary Clinton.
Wow.
I don't know if Michelle Obama signed that one. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But this is her space.
All right.
And then we have the dining room over here.
Lovely.
And what we did with this room, and sorry for the boxes and the clutter, But what we did with this room is when we were in New York, we had, as soon as you walked into the house, the dining room was in the same location and we loved it. But
Okay.
we did it like 2 years before we moved.
Okay.
So we recreated it exactly.
Oh, wow. Okay, perfect.
The bottom, the molding, the top, it's exactly as it was in New York.
That is so cool.
So we love it. But then you come on in here and we want people to understand where we stand. So we got some beautiful black art.
Yes.
We bought this in Atlanta. We just got it. We just put it up, I think, just a couple of months ago. That was just fire. That was just, I love it. And then we have this nice piece here with
Yes. I was looking at that. So
Larry
pretty.
Campbell.
Lovely.
Leroy Campbell.
Okay.
Then you come in here and we've got our living room here.
Woo!
So just a nice space that we love to sit and enjoy.
Yeah.
From here you can see the upstairs, you can see the balcony.
Oh my goodness, look at this too.
That's Rosa and her art.
Wow.
This carpet actually came from India when Jamila was in India.
Okay.
She that's a hand quilt, a hand sewn quilt.
Oh, I love stuff like that. Just thinking of all the time that it took.
Yes. So that's
Beautiful.
unique in that it was handmade.
Right. Yes.
This was the photo this was the art that I was telling you about. This is the No Man's Band.
Wow. Okay.
So just to recap
Share a
real
little
quick
story about that.
So we've had this for a while, and unfortunately, you might not be able to tell, but it's a little faded because we had it sitting here in the sun.
Oh, okay.
But we've had this photo for a while, or this painting for a while. I think going back to New York, we've been here about 11 years. And we were in an apartment for 3 years looking for a home. And when we came to this house, a copy of this painting was hanging in that room.
Wow.
And we
It was a
we
sign.
walked in, and before we even saw that painting, we loved the house. When we saw that painting, it was like
Confirmation.
Yeah,
Like this is it.
confirmation, so.
Wow.
So then you come in here, and this is my office here. It's not the most organized, but
It's okay.
It's
That's
it is
all
what it is.
right.
I got my little stations here. I'm happy with my 4 little screens. Got my 4 little screens.
My 4
here.
little screens. Look at that. Nothing left unseen.
And you see here, I'm working on it. I'm getting
Oh, that's right. Cousin Rich is getting ready to do his own podcast. Be on the lookout.
Stay tuned.
Awesome.
This goes to the backyard, but we'll head out the other way.
Okay. After you.
Then got your standard kitchen. Nothing too special about that. But let's head upstairs. Let's head upstairs and show you some of the bedrooms and things upstairs.
All right.
All right. So when you get to the landing, first thing I really like is that we got this nice overview.
Yes, this is fantastic. I mean, just walking up here and not even knowing what everything is, but just seeing all the spaces and the color. I really love it.
Good, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Then we have back here we have the girls' rooms. So this is Jada's room to the right. That's Lena's room to the left. We will not be opening their doors.
Understood.
Then we this was intended to be like a little study area for them.
Okay.
Never turned out to be that. We have tons of games up here though. So if you ever come over to the house and want to play a game,
Okay.
we've got
You all set.
we got plenty to choose from. This is what we call the game room.
All right.
We were contemplating putting a pool table in here,
Okay.
but
I
we
see.
opted not to. I don't think there's enough adequate room for the
To be able to
sticks and all
function
that.
and all that.
So,
You'd have to
just-
put it right in the middle.
Right.
Yeah.
So we just left it as a game room.
Okay.
And this goes
Lovely,
up to a
though.
balcony.
Ooh, I see that.
And we keep the shades closed because the sun gets so hot that it warms up the outside, that it warms
I
up
get
this
it.
room.
Yeah. Whoa! Oh my gosh! Oh, look, y'all!
So this is a nice,
This is beautiful.
little balcony.
Oh my gosh! You hear the waterfall?
It's not a waterfall, actually. It's It's the water does fall over it, but
You hear the humility. It's not a waterfall, but the water falls
the water
over.
just does it. So if I had my phone, I'd turn those on. Those are actual waterfalls.
Activated by phone.
Like,
This is awesome. Ooh, look at the tile. It's like a mermaid pool. This is amazing.
so when we bought the house, none of this was here.
Okay.
So we put it all in, and we started off with the fire pit over here,
Okay.
and then we wanted to kind of take it slow. We weren't sure about the design of the pool, but the company came in and they matched the top color of the bricks, and then they came back 2 years later when COVID started and did the pool and just connected the two. And
Wow.
so it flows wonderful. We love the fact that the pool actually starts off and then curves.
Yeah.
Leaving room for the dog to run.
Yes.
And a lot of space over here.
Because this is no small pool either. I mean, that just says how massive your yard was anyway. So none of this brick, the brick patio wasn't here either?
Nothing. Yeah.
What? So it was all grass?
There was a slab right outside my door.
Okay.
That's my office door. There was a slab here, and there was a slab right below us.
And that's it?
And that was it.
Wow.
And so they came, and when they first came, they did the fire pit. They connected all of this.
Okay.
They put the brick down, connected all of this, and then we just left it at that.
It's amazing.
2 years later, we were like, okay, we're ready to move on to the next phase. That's when COVID started.
Yeah.
And we were like,
Project time.
man, project time. We're gonna be in the house a lot. So.
Well, y'all have done well. It looks amazing.
Thank you. Jesse, come on.
So many beautiful family photos. An amazingly giant television. Rosa was telling me about that.
Oh, about this?
Yes.
This bookcase actually has a nice story to it.
Okay.
This bookcase was built by your grandfather
Really?
and your uncle.
Really?
Yes. So my dad and our grandfather built this together in 1972 or 73.
I would never have guessed. I thought you might have got it from, a store recently.
I kept
Look at the
it.
design. That says a lot.
Yeah, they designed it.
Wow.
They painted it, and then when we moved from New York, obviously we took it to Michigan with us. Moved from Michigan, they took it to Texas, and then when I branched out on my own, I was like, "Hey, Pop, what are you doing with this?" And he was
Yeah.
like, nothing. I said, "Can I have it?" It was rickety. I tightened it up. I
Yeah.
painted it, and it's traveled with us for
That's
years.
fantastic.
So, and I have a picture of when I was like 5 years old, sitting in front of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta get a picture of that.
So this has kind of a very sentimental value to
I
it.
would have never known. See, I just would have thought it was a cool shelf that you got from what's that place? The furniture store. The one.
Etsy or
No, I'm thinking. Forget it. Like Ashley.
oh
Yeah.
okay. No, it's not that high tech. It's handmade by
That is awesome.
both Richard W. Walkers.
Nice.
And this is actually a nice little
Da
feature
da
that
da
we have.
da! Surprise
This is our movie
room.
room. We love coming in here and just relaxing.
Oh my gosh, this is so cool.
And we weren't expecting company, so it's a little,
It's-
it's a little lived in.
It's okay. That makes it warm.
But yeah, we came
Wow.
and these chairs were here. The family who was leaving, they said, "Well, do you guys want the chairs? We know that it's used furniture, or whatever."
Yeah.
I was like, "Well, what else are we gonna put there?"
Right, exactly.
So
would buy all new ones.
Right, exactly. These chairs recline. and we
What?
just sit
Oh my
here.
gosh. This is like
and-
going to the movies, y'all.
So we come in here and we love it.
This is fantastic.
And right behind you is the portrait of when Rosa and Jamila went to the Sundance Film Festival.
Okay.
And then she went to another one. I don't think we have that one hung yet. But yeah, we come in here and we just have fun. This was great when the girls were kids.
Yeah.
All the kids are coming here and
Yeah, I
they
bet.
have company and
Wonderful memories.
Yes.
And how cool it is hidden behind the shelf.
Yes. That was another thing that, of course, when we were looking at buying the house, that we young, and they were blown away. They were like, "Oh my God!"
Yeah,
my God.
that'll do it.
So, and this was the highlight of the tour for all of their friends. They're
It's
like,
something about a bonus room or a surprise extra space that is like, ah!
So let's go check out the outside real quick.
Okay. This, I didn't really see this up close. This is beautiful.
Well, that is there. Rosa has had that for years.
That is really nice.
Post our marriage. No, pre our marriage. And she says she has two brothers, and she says it reminds her of her brothers and her kids.
That is so sweet. I love it.
So we're coming back through the living room. We're going to go into the backyard.
All right. Wow.
So, a couple of ways to get to the backyard. If you're coming through the house, that's obviously one. That's my office. Here's the only gate that we have currently. Then you come in here, and we've had parties over here, and fire pit doesn't get cold enough to do too many fires.
Yeah. Maybe 1 or 2 days in the winter.
Exactly. Here's the pool. And then when we come around here, now you'll love this because when Parnell was here, I asked him if he would paint this fence, do some kind of something unique on this fence right here, and then we're going to put some park benches right here.
Oh, wow.
And just have like a real special, unique something.
That's going to be amazing.
Whatever it is that he puts out there.
Right.
So,
yeah, I know it's going to be great.
So, yep. So this is it. This is where we like to hang out. This is what we call home.
Well, thank you so much for doing this tour for me. I really, really appreciate you, and thank you for letting me be here. It's really, really wonderful. I can't wait to show my family.
Oh, let me turn the acting so you can see what the real one is.
Oh my goodness. Woo!
That's the real one.
So that's when you said, oh, that's not a waterfall.
Yes.
Like, this is a waterfall. Excuse me. Amazing. Well, thank you again. I am so grateful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For coming and for sharing with us.
Yes.